Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Alex Reyes, and welcome to Point Fighter Live. We got a great show for you guys today, and we got a great show. So as you guys are coming on, make sure you guys give us a share. It was a good weekend last week for tournaments. We had some Point Fighter proof tournaments, and we had some other tournaments. Okay, so if you're joining us, welcome Point Fighter Live. We got a great show today for you guys. We got Zach Winder, right, and Hope Hamilton on today, and we got some topics we're going to discuss with them, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to talking to these guys because they're pretty young fighters, right? And then Hamilton just moved up to the adult division, so that's going to be good. There you go. We got some more people coming in. Welcome to Point Fighter Live, baby. Power. It's Monday. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm excited about this show. We got a lot to talk about, right? Okay, so just give us a share. Give us a share because I can't really share it where I'm doing it, and I'm that share master. When I got stuff going on, I'm like getting it out there. So help me out and give us some power. All right, give us some power. If you got any comments or questions for the guest today, let us know too as well, right? I'll just write it on the comments and I'll ask them. Okay, so yeah, this weekend, Zach Winder, he won the oh wait, that's a wrong one there. Okay, Zach Winder and Hope, they won the Tony Young Nationals, which that was in Georgia. Tony Young's a legend. He has 2 tournaments a year that are pretty big. Nice, good tournaments, and he's been around a long time. And the men's winner was Zach, and the women's winner was Hope, and we had it live streamed on Point Fighter Live, just like we do with all the Point Fighter approved events. So if you have an event out there, you want to make it Point Fighter approved, message me. It's a good event. If you got a good event, I'll help you market it. Get that exposure for the fighters. We also talk about other events. It's not just about Point Fighter approved. I like to talk about everything in the sport. Smack Internationals was also this weekend in Niagara Falls. And Jakub, the rookie, right? He won the men's. And he had a nice win, I heard. I mean, I didn't see any videos of the event out there. But I heard he beat Jason Bourelly. Okay, so that's a pretty big win. As a rookie, that's a big win right there. Beating a legend like Bourelly. So shout out to Jakub, and keep doing your thing. And congratulations to the Smack Internationals. I heard it was a pretty good event. And we had the Irish Open. Right? Irish Open was this weekend. Man, it's pretty crazy, right? What's going on, Danny Bolden? So the Irish Open started out like with a hurricane. I mean, not the hurricane. Well, it's almost like a hurricane, right? There's a snowstorm coming over there, and then as people, a lot of people are getting there Wednesday and Thursday, so a bunch of flights got canceled, and it just went on. The cancellations just kept going, and you see, man, I was even wondering if they were going to cancel the event at one point, but they still went on with the event, and they showed a lot of perseverance, making it to the event, because you're talking about, this wasn't just snow, right? This was like a snowstorm called Emma. So it's, it had high winds. That's why flights were getting canceled. So the high winds, it had high winds, and like 50 something people died, during that storm. So this was no joke. It's almost like a hurricane is coming to Miami, and the Pan Ams is Saturday, and the hurricane's coming here Wednesday or Thursday. So, man, I mean, congratulations to everybody that made it. I mean, if I was to be put in that situation, like my dad's tournament, we would have probably canceled. But I guess you got to go on with the show. Roman Brundle ended up winning, and so congratulations to them, to him. And the tournament was still good. It had a lot of good fighting. Trevor returned to fighting. Jack was there. Kevin Walker. A lot of mostly North. I know a lot of Europeans couldn't go. Like, usually this tournament has 4,000 registrations, which means that doesn't mean 4,000 fighters, or competitors. It means 4,000 entries, so if 2,000 people do 2 divisions, it's 4,000. All right. So congratulations to the winners there. And we're going to go real quick before we bring on Zach. We're going to bring on Zach first and then Hope. And then we'll have some discussion, and we'll talk about, we'll talk sport karate. This week, another point fighter event is the Philadelphia Pro-Am. Philadelphia, we're going to have the live stream from there as well. It's a great event. Cam, I think, won it last year, so that's going to be a good tournament. Be ready to fight, because I heard that, it's a fighting tournament. If you want any information on it, just go to Point Fighter Live. The Facebook page is there. We got a video of everything you need to know about the event as well. We got the Redlands Invitational. That's March 17, all right? And they're giving out $1,000 here. Ibrahim won it last year. We also have everything you need to know about this tournament as well on the Facebook page. Redlandsinvitational.com. Make sure you register. That's going to be a great event. I'm going to be there. It's a full Point Fighter Live covered event. March 23rd and 24th. We're going to have a preview tournament for a show of this event. They have all the seeds except one. They're going to announce it this week. Maybe we'll get it announced on the show, all right, as breaking news. That's going to be a good one. We got Mike Tobin's, another point fighter event out in Utah, the Intermountain Karate Challenge. That's March 31st, I believe, right? That weekend. And there's everything you need to know on that event as well on the page. So make sure you check that out. And then the proper challenge, we just got that video out too. Everything you need to now. Point fighter events have everything you need to know video. So everything you need to know is right there. Boom. And then we have, actually, that's an older flyer of that tournament. And then one more tournament in March, and we're going to bring the guest on. Okay. We have the American Pride Challenge. That's March 31st. In Delray Beach. A World Point Fighter is going to be there as well. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Support these tournaments. They're Point Fighter proof. That means live streaming from them. We bring on the winners of the events as well. So make sure you follow all the Point Fighter live events. All right, you guys are ready or what? Let's see. What's going on, Diane? What's going on, Danny? There you go. If you guys have any comments, just let us know. All right, we're going to bring on Zach first. We're going to bring on Zach. Then we'll bring on Hope, and we'll talk. And then we got some subjects as well. Okay, so power, baby. You guys are ready? You guys are ready for this? Let's do this. Ready? All right, here we go, Zach. Hey, Zach, what's going on? Welcome to Point Fighter Live. Woo!
Good, Alex.
All right, man. Hey, so thanks for joining us, and congratulations on your win at Tony Young's Saturday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man, that's very good. I really like it when you're now on Team Dojo Elite, and it's a big deal because you guys are like a national team and you guys are traveling everywhere, but you still are here. Then you still went to Tony Young's, a regional. So I really like that. So I always like when national fighters go out to regionals. How do you think that helps you? Helps your game and fighting going out to regionals as well?
Well, you know what? Honestly, like I'm training for AmeriKick right now, and I figured that I knew I wanted to get a regional tournament in before I fight at AmeriKick, and all my teammates were at King of New York. Me, Devin, Cam, Mike Simmons, Coach G, Gerald Dawson. We were all at King of New York, but I wasn't able to fight because I had the flu and strep throat. So I was on the sideline. So I knew that I needed a tournament to fight at before AmeriKick because I was out last year. Because I broke my leg fighting Kevin last year on stage for the lightweight overall at Dixie. So I'm just being really focusing on more ring time and just the more people I see in front of me, the more experience I get. So.
Yeah, man, for sure. Hey, we got a lot of people coming on now. They're saying, "What's up, Anthony Price?" Hey, yeah. So, man, let's touch up on that injury, right? On that injury you had last year. You fighting for the overall, the lightweight grand against Kevin Walker.
Yeah.
And man, how devastating was that for you? Like when that happened, like you came back pretty quick though. Like that happened in August, right? And then that's it. You're back here. So. But take us through the emotions and the roller coaster you went through there.
Yeah, so basically, at Dixie's, I went there. I fought for the lightweight grand. I fought John Curatolo. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
He was, he's a guy that I fought a lot of times, and
yeah,
so then I fought him. I beat him. I made it to stage to fight Kevin. That was my first time being on stage for a lightweight overall, and
yeah.
then and like in my mind, like I'm always really confident, and I'm thinking, like, all right, I'm about to win overall, and then like all of the sudden, I think what happened was I was throwing a side kick and Kevin was throwing an axe kick, and his heel just landed on my fibula, which is right on the side of my calf. If you let Kevin tell it, he'll probably tell you something different, saying that it was my fault. But but yeah, I would like to say that Kevin broke my leg on accident, and yeah, it just really sucked, man. I tried to train the next day, thinking that it was just like a strained muscle or something like that, and then
Wow.
and after like 3 days where it would just hurt to walk, I went to the doctor, and then they took X-rays, and it was like, yo, your fibula is broken. So that sucked. That sucked.
Man, that's crazy. It's
That sucked.
crazy how you went from a high, like being in that lightweight grand, the overall, and then boom, low, just saying like, man, now you can't fight. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Hey, and then, but then it went on to be positive from there because, you
yeah,
know, you're teaching at dojo, right? Then
right.
that's Team Dojo Elite. You
Yep.
guys are going to AKA, like you guys are going strong. So,
Yeah.
it's been a good ride, a good experience,
Yeah.
right? It's been
Definitely.
a good experience for you there. So yeah, so Team Dojo, you know, Team Dojo Elite, like just tell us how it's been so far, being with the tournament, I mean with the team, and
Yeah.
also just it's kind of like you guys got a lot of chemistry there. I know when I talked to Josh, it's like he wanted to create this thing where you guys are teaching together, you're together a lot, and it's like
Yeah.
a school team kind
Yeah.
of, right? And like the
Yeah.
chemistry is great. So just tell us more about being on a team and with Josh and stuff and
Yeah.
everything.
It's great, man. We're so closely knit. Me and Devin, like everybody knows me and Devin, like we're brothers. We live together. We train together every morning, every night. So so like I live with one of my teammates, and then Cam, me, Devin, and Cam have always we've been close like for a long time. So it was me. We all get along super easily, and we're like the young guys on the team. We're all very young. I'm only 20. Cam's only 20. Devin's only
Wow.
22.
No
So
way, man. How old are you again? You're 20?
I'm only 20. Yeah, I'm 20 years
Oh,
old.
man. Bro, I thought you were older. I guess the way you carry yourself, but
Everybody thinks that. Nah, I'm only 20.
man, that's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. That's
yeah,
really good. I love seeing the young talent and hungry. You guys are hungry, and man, you guys are already making noise. Like in New York, even without you, like there, you guys made an impact there. Oh, and you guys got Michael Simmons as well.
yep, yep,
That
yep,
brings in the veterans there.
yep,
You know what I mean? And
yep, yep,
Josh is still gonna be fighting. I heard still, right? And then
yep,
Gerald is one of the coaches, and he's fighting. So
yep. And
guys,
we got Tomas. We got Tomas fighting 30 plus. So
Tomas, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So you guys are gonna be at Amerikick full blown, right? You guys will be at Amerikick full blown. How
definitely.
about is anybody going to the Philly Pro Am? I know that Cam is close. I think he won it last year.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, I know that's Cam's birthday weekend. So
Oh yeah, this
yeah,
weekend's his birthday. So he's 21. He's
he'll
gonna
be
be
20. Yeah, he'll be 21. Yeah. So
wow.
I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest on the team.
You're the youngest. You're
Yep.
the youngest on the team for
Yep.
sure. Hey, so yeah, man. So you guys must have a great training camp there too, right?
It's a great training camp. Every day, like from strength and conditioning in the morning to drills at night. We all
Wow.
train together. We all train together all the time, man. And our training camp is great. That's one thing. When I was living in Chicago, that was one thing that was kind of a struggle for me because I never felt like I could reach my full potential living in Chicago because I would train with Alex Dingman and
Yeah.
NK and
Yeah.
in Bartlett, Illinois, which isn't in Chicago. It's like an hour away. You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But here it's like I have access to this facility where I'm at right now all the time where I teach at Devin's facility. We all train together all the time, so it's real good.
Hey, so do you think like teaching, teaching you're doing like I always tell like teaching that, you're kind of like living the life right there, right? Like the martial arts life.
Mm.
You're teaching, you're training, you got
Yeah.
a place to train. Do you think that that helps um, you know, I don't know if you ever been part like when you were in Chicago, were you teaching as well or you weren't?
Yeah,
Were you
well, I was teaching. I was teaching.
full time?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, in Chicago, my dad is my instructor. So
Yeah.
I taught. I taught classes here and there, but never for like a never for like a big franchise like Dojo is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say, like I know like some people are like, I talked to Victor, my student Victor Suarez, like he was competing for a long time. He's kind of out of it now, but he's like, it's really hard when you're working from like 9 to 5, right, and then go and train. You know what I mean? Especially with like a family. But if you're like in the karate life, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And you got your teaching and your that's what you're doing, you're working out, it makes it kind of easier, right?
Yeah, so much easier. So much easier. I'm on mats every day teaching.
Yeah,
I get inspiration from seeing my students get better. So
yeah, man, yeah. Sometimes I don't understand when people tell me like, oh man, I'm teaching, I'm working to, I'm trying to build my skill, but I'm like, but you're at the dojo, why are you trained? I'm
yeah,
like, I don't get
yeah,
it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's hard, it's funny.
yeah.
But yeah, man, hey, we have some topics that we're gonna talk about.
Yes, sir.
um but I want to bring Hope in. And I'm gonna ask her some questions. She's young too. She's younger than you actually. She just turned 18, a rookie. If you got any questions, you let us know too. But let's bring in Hope, and let's not keep her waiting anymore. Hope Hamilton. Let's bring her on into the three screens over here. Let's see. All right, what's going on, Hope?
Hey.
Hey, all right. So welcome to Point Fighter Live. You're here with Zach and
What up?
myself, and yeah, there we go. Hey, so congratulations on your win this weekend at Tony Young's. It was your first time competing as an adult?
No, I've competed as an adult before I turned 18. I think this was my first grand since after my shoulder surgery.
Okay. Also, you had an injury too? You had an
Mm-hmm.
injury too? Okay. So when did that happen?
2 weeks after WKC, so November
Oh, so that
22nd
was
was the
recent.
day I had
Yeah.
it.
Also, you came back pretty fast, right? Hey, Zach, I got a question for you from that. Um, did you're 20, right? But I seen you competing for a while, right? Like, did you move up to adults a little bit? Like, you would compete sooner than that,
Yeah,
or
I'm 20. I'll be 21 next month.
yeah.
I moved up to adults a little bit early. I was the first time my first adult event. I fought your guy. I fought Landon Reynolds, and AKA, in like 20, I don't know, 15 or whatever. And I was like, I forget what year, but I was 17.
Oh yeah, man, I remember that. I
Yep,
remember that. Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
I was 17. That's when I moved up, and I was gonna be 18 in a few months, but I mean technically I moved up at 18. Yeah.
yeah, man. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I always liked. I mean, back when we were, when I was fighting, my brother moved up at like 15 or 14, and then I moved up at like 16 or 17 here and there. I think that helps with the fighting. So yeah, Hope. So how did that? How have you like? Have you done anything to adjust your fighting, like from when you were a junior to now being an adult? Have you done anything different? And then first you answer, and then same for Zach. Like, have you like because this pertains to you? Like, what adjustments did you guys make from when you were junior to now? Go ahead, Hope.
Um, I'm not really sure right now since I just got back into
Yeah,
training. I wasn't allowed to do anything for about 2 months. I'm not even supposed to be doing anything now, but I'm kind of stubborn. Um,
right.
I'd say footwork mainly since like I said, I can't use my hands.
Yeah, I see. I see. Hey, Jim Haymore is watching as well. He's saying what's up, and
What's
he's
up,
saying
Jim?
that young bodies heal fast. As you guys know, Jim, he hurt his knee, right? He hurt his knee pretty
Jim,
bad.
hey, Jim is also TDE, Team Dojo Elite. Just
Yes, exactly. You're
just in
team.
case anybody forgot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Hey, so how's his injury? Do you gave us an update? Have you talked to him about his injury, or maybe he could answer for us? now too, but I think he's doing better, right?
He's doing better. I'm finally seeing him walk upstairs good. He's squatting weight and stuff, so he's getting better. He's not 100% right now, but he's getting better though.
Hey, so Hope, so you're at the school right now. I can hear the bell ringing. I can hear your dad kind of talking. So how is it? How is it? Who do you have as training partners up there and at the school?
Well, I have a couple of black belts that I fight. I don't have any females, which I think is why I fight harder than most females do, since I only have men to fight. My dad definitely, Jawan White, and
Jawan,
a couple other black belts, but mostly students. Just kind of get my fight game back up, just so I'm not cold when I come back.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and so you spar with your dad too?
Yep.
Who wins? Do you guys count points or who wins?
I'd like to say that I beat him up a lot, but he'll tell a different story.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. And he's fighting this year as well, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Hey, so I have some topics for you guys to talk about. I put them down here. And hey, Rick Lyrison said, "What's up?" Jawan White is actually watching. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. If you guys have any questions for them, let me know. I have some questions for them as well, and we're gonna talk about it and give us your opinion. If you guys are watching, give us your opinion as well. Okay. So we got the 4-screen right here set up today. All right, kind of like the Brady Bunch for the first time. All right. So judges, should they move or stay in place? What do you guys think?
Move, definitely.
Yeah. You like when they move?
Yeah, judges have to move. If you can't stay still, that just looks lazy to me. You gotta move.
Yeah, and there's like different points of view. You can't see everything standing in one spot.
Yeah, for sure.
How about if they're moving around, right? Sometimes when they move around, they get in the fighter's way. Sometimes, no.
I feel like a good ref knows how to move around and not get in the fighter's way. That's what I feel like. There's a lot of good refs out there. David Bossonet, Anthony.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones, and there's some that like to move around, end up crashing in the fighters. Those are the people that kind of,
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, that's a good subject right there too. Who are the top judges, right? Who are some of the top judges? Like I remember, man. Like now, I guess David Bostonet's good. I like Anthony Price, how he handles a ring, and But I just makes me think when I'm always comparing him to Ken Eubanks. Like Ken Eubanks was such a great ref. I think that's the best ref of all time. Hey, so yeah, I like moving. I guess I would say I like moving judges, but I don't like sometimes when they run into fighters, and it kind of messes up the the fighting. And also some of those refs get in the way of the camera when I'm trying to live stream. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, stay still. Sometimes like, it feels like they're following me on purpose, But what? Hey, so win by 2 now in grands. You got to win by 2 in WKC. I think you have to win by 2. Some leagues now you got to win by 2. Do you like that? Do you like winning by 2, or do you like where you're winning? Time is over. You're up by 1. You should win. What do you think?
I like the win by 2.
You do? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a little different. I don't like win by 2 because I just feel like in any other individual sport like tennis, like they don't win by 2. You know what I'm saying? Like if time is up, and you win by 1 point, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like if time is up and you're up by 1 point, then it's game over. That's what I feel like. But
I agree with you, man. I happen to agree with that. If you're up, that's it. You're up. You know what I mean? And also, what happens too? It takes out from ups. It takes away from a lot of upsets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you'll have a fighter that's good, and then they're fighting. Imagine fighting Raymond Daniels, right? Like a good fighter, they're up by 1. You know what I mean? Like, man, you're beating them. The time's up, and then you got to go and win by 2. It's very hard to win by 2. Like, it shows the better fighter, and I think winning by 2 kind of shows every time the better fighter. But I like those upsets. I like it when the underdog wins. So it kind of takes away from the underdog as well.
Right.
You know, and like you said, in every sport, you know, if you're up by one, that's it. It's over. You know what I mean? Unless it's like overtime, right? And you got a field goal, and then they can still beat you in overtime, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's the only other time, right? So there you have it. And then let's see. Hey, April Moore Beasley, she says, "Hey Zach, Sean wants to come to Atlanta.
Make sure you're watching your hands.
Yeah, come down. That's right. Where's she from? She's from Chicago.
She's from Chicago. She's one of the parents at my original karate school. My dad's karate.
Yeah. Well, April, thanks for tuning in. And look, Elizabeth's schism. She says move. Let from the judges move. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Oh, this one is good for both of you because you guys have been injured, right? Like fighting at 100%. Is that when you like? Hope you're not 100% where your shoulder, right?
Right.
Back, you kind of look like you're back at 100%, right? Before you fought. What do you feel about that? Because, and I'm not just talking about 100%, like with a surgery where you need surgery. Like I'm talking about, have you guys ever fought where you're like dinged up a little bit, a little sore? You know, I'm not saying that you had surgery and you know you're cleared. Like you're kind of a little sick. Like, do you guys just fight if you're at 100%, or if you fought before where you're like, okay, I'm a little dinged up, but I'm gonna go?
I think I just fight in general. Like this past weekend, I was super tired because we got there early, and my shoulder wasn't feeling that good that day. But I fought anyways just to get the experience.
Yeah, same. Usually before a big tournament, I like to take like 3 days off just to to relax my body and everything. But this time, this time like fighting this weekend, I didn't take any rest. Like I literally did weightlifting the day before, and I was just like my body was just sore and everything. But I did it because I knew that I mean I feel like I could still win. So
yeah, man. Because sometimes, sometimes I've heard like people say like, "Oh, you shouldn't fight at so many tournaments back to back like that. Your body never gets to heal." You know what I mean? But I think that like somebody just said, as fighters, we never fight as 100%. Like, and I just think about other sports like, in football, right? Like the NFL, like people fight dinged up all the time. I mean, they play dinged up. Just keep going. But then at the same time, it could affect you. You know what I mean? If you're fighting and you kind of have a little injury and you just keep going, like you could get more hurt, right? And you could also lose to somebody that you shouldn't lose to. You know what I mean? So there's kind of like, getting used to fighting while you're a little dinged up, or like saying, okay, no, I'm not fighting at 100%. And me, when I was fighting in my career, I mean, I never really got injured, so I can't really say. I remember there was times that I was kind of tired and sore from previous weeks of fighting back to back, but that never really stopped me,
Yeah.
What's going on, Tony K from Cali? Power, baby, power. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Points for front hand to the body, right? Points for front hand body punches. Do you see any time where a front hand body punch is okay? Either a back fist or a jab. Do you see any point?
No way.
Come on. I mean,
no way.
I think so. I mean, I feel like, I mean, as long as it's not like some turn your head and flick your wrist type of stuff. But I mean,
so you like the back fist, but you like the back fist to the body?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, I feel like I like a nice. I feel like if a person is blitzing toward me, I like a nice dip on the back of the body or a nice jab to the body. I mean, it's not like I understand. Like I understand people say like, yeah, it wouldn't work in a real like fight, but I mean, it's not as like we have padded gloves, we have a helmet, we have foam dip feet pads. Like it's not a real. It's not a. I mean, it can be like we still get hurt in this sport, but it's still point fighting. That's why it's called point fighting, not street fighting.
What do you think, Hope? You agree with that or not?
No way. I think it's like it's a cheap shot for me. It's easy. It's like a cop out.
The Europe tickle, Anna just Anna.
Yeah, that.
Is that a relative, Anna?
That's my.
Well, I like I like that jab to the body. If it's like at New Orleans, I saw like people throwing that jab and they brought it back. That to me is a point, kind of like a reverse punch, but with a front hand. That to me is a point. But a back fist, nah, man, nah.
I'm a solid one, a solid one.
It has to be solid. Like I almost would call a nice, solid, hard back fist, you know. But I don't like the one where they're fading away. Like somebody's coming, and you're just like, you know. I don't like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, so let's see. Hey, but you know what? It's true. Tony said if you're going to compete on a Waco circuit, it's a must. And somebody's actually Richard Plowden. I've talked to him about it. Like, you know, Europeans, especially the Waco Europeans, know that we don't like that move, right? So they drill it even more because they know that we don't like it, and it's like a weakness, and they're attacking us with it more. So it's something that we do have to adjust, and whether you like it or not, and you know, the top fighters end up. You know, you saw Raymond Daniels go to Ireland, and even Jody. I remember seeing Jody Tension using it on Robbie or somebody. The back is to the body. You know what I mean? So even whether that's one of the things as being a top fighter, you're adjusting to the rules and winning. You know, that's what I do. I mean, that's what I like. I do like that. There's different rules, set of rules everywhere. You know, and it's not just one set of unified rules. That way it kind of shows a great fighter can win everywhere in any type of rules. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah. Jawan says it has to be yes. Gotta be solid. Yes, I like a jab. Anthony Price is saying hell no, back to the body.
Exactly.
I can picture him saying that too. But you know, us old school people, like nah, like no. You know what I mean? I mean, you know what I don't like about the back fist to the body? It's just like people already talk about point fighting. You know, the people that don't do point fighting, they talk crap about it, right? And you could defend I could defend everything except the back fist to the body because people are like, nah, man, how could that be a point? How could that be?
It depends though. But it depends though. If it's offensively, like you see like people all the time, like listen, taking up with the front hand to the body, follow with the back hand to the head, and the front hand is always a back fist to the body. Like it looks pretty clean to me. Dude, I guess I'm just young.
I think about a back fist to the body. I'll let anybody hit me with a back fist to the body. I don't think it will give me any damage. I think the only person that'll damage me with a back fist to the body, I'll stand there in a horse stand, will be maybe like Gerald Dawson, somebody big like that. You know? But anybody else, I'll let anybody just to prove the point. Yeah. All right. Okay. Do you guys drill both sides?
No.
I drill both sides for my kicks, but not my hands though. But I drill both
Well, I mean, yeah, it would depend. Some things you need to learn how to do on your opposite side, just in case you get turned around. But mainly stick to your dominant side, so that way you know that you're good enough on that side.
Yeah, I've seen like champions say both things. Like, and you guys are basically saying just train the side that you fight on the most, right? Train that side that you fight on the most.
Yeah.
Like I guess for me being old school, like I just was used to training both sides. I remember my dad saying, like, what happens if one side gets hurt? You know, you got to be able to switch, and also drilling one side. If you're good on one side, if let's say you have a good side and a bad side, if your good side gets great, your bad side's gonna be good. You know, if you're drilling it too. So I just felt like it helps. But then I seen people like you guys. You know, you like to drill that one side and just focus all your energy on that side and then just not waste time on the other side. And in a lot of sports, you know, boxers, they just box on that one side, right? That they fight on. They don't waste time on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Price is saying both sides. Yeah. Terrell, I got the old school guys with me today commenting. You know, I guess the younger people agree with you guys. Yeah, what if the main side gets hurt? Let's see. Terrence Hicks always. All right, so but you know what? I thought that I was the only. I thought everybody trained both sides. So I saw like Trevor Nash at the TCK camp saying just train one side. You know what I mean? Like that side you're fighting on, don't waste time. And then it kind of got it. You know, me thinking about that. So So yeah, man, I guess you got to do what works for you, right? You got to do
Right.
what works for you. Yeah. All right, 3 judges or 5 judges?
Ooh.
This is a new one. I haven't posted this one yet.
I'd say 5.
You like 5?
Yeah, I think there's like more eyes in the ring. You can see more.
What do you think, Zach?
I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I'm leaning toward like 3, but I'm indifferent about it. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. That's tough for me.
I think if it's 3 good judges, it's fine, right? But
Yeah.
then sometimes I'll be in there and I'll be like, oh, there's one. This guy's judging. Man, I don't want to disrespect him, you know, because he's cool, you know, but he needs glasses,
You know what?
you
Like,
know. But and then
yeah.
I'm like, then I'll try to get 5 in there, you know. I'll be like, yo, I'll talk to the arbitrator. Can we get 2 more judges in there? You know what I'm saying?
But
But
honestly, I think I would say 3 because sometimes 5 can take too long because you got to look to see if
yeah, it is
Yeah.
hard to get.
it takes too long, and then like by the time, sometimes if you're like, sometimes if time is running down and you have 5 judges and you know you're trying to get trying to get a last point, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
You gotta
second
like
is
stop
like,
it.
oh, you call a point, you got to find 3 judges, and now time runs out, and like boom, you lost. You know what I'm saying? So I like 3. I think I like 3.
Yeah, I guess I like 3. I mean, it just makes it easier for the coordinators too, like the tournament, for the promoters just to get 3 there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when you're trying to get 5 judges, it's just too hard. You know, it's
Yeah.
hard to get good help. I'd rather get 3 good guys that can help that are good than 5 that are I don't know who. You know, so I would say 3 is good with me. And then okay, that's about it with the subjects. So yeah, guys. So hey, what's next? Hope, what's next for you? You're still healing the shoulder up. What? I know you're going to the Battle of Atlanta as your next national, right?
Yep.
What else do you got planned out? Like, do you got any other regionals you're going to or anything?
I have a tournament this weekend. I'm not
Not.
sure where it is, but I'm going to a lot of Georgia tournaments this year.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, how close are you guys to each other? Like, you guys are like you're both in Georgia, right? You're how far away?
No,
Oh, no, oh,
I'm
you're
in
in
South Carolina.
Carolina. You're in Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
But what's that? Georgia and Carolina.
That's like 4 hours.
That's like
Oh,
far.
it's 4 hours apart?
Hmm.
Wow, it's 4 hours apart. Okay, that's cool. Hey, and also, you know, where you guys live, you know, I always talk about that where you guys live is good, you know, for sport karate. You guys are in a good sport karate area because you got the battle. You know, your drive from even Grand Slam is not just like 6 7 hours. Like there's a lot of the U.S. Open. There's a lot of tournaments that you guys could drive to. So like that's a big advantage of living in that part of the country. Imagine living somewhere like in California. Like that's crazy, right? That's why I don't know how some of those guys do it, but but there's a lot of talent in your area. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining us. Point Fighter Live. Man, we got to get Anthony Price on the show too. We got to get Anthony Price. We got to get you on, Coach. We got to get you on. So thanks for joining us today on the show, and you know, congratulations on your wins at Tony Young's.
Thanks.
You know, if you guys didn't catch their fights, they're on Point Fighter Live on the live stream. And so have a good night, guys. All right?
Yeah, you too.
All right, man. All right. Okay. So we're not done with the show. We just have a few events that we're gonna promote, and then we'll be done. Make sure you stick around so you could see what are the events. April 7, we got Julio Castro's event, right? The best of the best. That's April 7, and that's in Tracy, California. Jotty Tension's gonna be doing a seminar there. We're gonna be doing everything you need to know about that event soon. All right. Okay. We have the Centex Open the following week. That's Chance Turner. These are good fighters, Julio Castro and Chance. I can't wait to bring them on. You know, just to talk about the tournament and about their fighting as well. So that you know, he's been doing it for 6 years. It's growing a lot. Registration just opened up. We're gonna be doing a show just on that soon, and you know, you can get more information on the page. That's in Texas, all right. And then April 21st, Kick USA South Regional Championship. That's here in South Florida. It's blitz rated as well. And Kick USA and USA Sport Karate, we're gonna have a show on this as well soon. And that's Point Fighter's gonna be there full blast. All right. April 13 and 14, Super for Bill Wallace. Last year, Lucas Roberts won it. Don DeVries. We're gonna have a show on it too as well. That's in Ohio. Okay, that's in Ohio. So make sure you support all these Point Fighter events. We got now Point Fighters also in Europe. We got the Aberdeen Open. It's April 29, and that's out there. Malcolm Evans event. That's out there in Scotland, and it's a WKC. This tournament's building up to become almost like an Irish Open over there. You got a lot of Americans going over there, and from other countries, Mexico, Guatemala. Like, it's getting big. It's getting big. So you want more information, check that out on the page. We got the Arkansas Open. That's April 28th. Joey Perry. We did everything you need to know about this tournament as well. It's on the Point Fighter Live page, the ArkansasOpen.com. Make sure you get the information on that. We got April 14th, going back a little bit. We got the Southwest Classic Nationals. That's in Missouri, No Show, Missouri, and we're gonna be doing a show on this event as well pretty soon. So make sure you tune in for that. We got all these April events. We're gonna be getting a show about them like within this week and next week. Okay, so if you got an event too, you want to make it Point Fighter approved. It's got to be a good event. Contact me. We got the Grand Slam Nationals April 20 and 21st, Richmond, Virginia. We did a show on this as well. And Jeff Doss is always pumping out information on his event. So support him. It's probably the biggest NBL tournament there is, one of them. You got that one. You got Jamar. You got Slugfest. That league is, those nationals are some good nationals there. We got the Northeast Martial Arts Challenge. That's April 29. We got like 10 events in April, by the way. So thanks to all the support, Point Fighter Live events. And that's hosted by Pat Riley. Okay, not Pat Riley of the Miami Heat. Pat Riley. That's in Pennsylvania, and that tournament's in its third year, I think. And this tournament has a lot of competitors, 300-400 competitors. So it's no joke. The competition is there. We got we also have, let's see, we have the Quebec Open. We're gonna be doing a show on this one soon as well. NASCAR World Tour, and that's at the end of April as well. April 27 and 28. That's in Quebec. So Point Fighters worldwide, guys. All right. I think I got every event. I'm gonna come down and I'm just gonna go through every event that we're doing from March to April. Again, make sure you support them. Thanks for tuning in today, Point Fighter Live. Thanks for all the comments. Let's see, somebody saying, what's good? I need to show some of the juniors some love. Yeah, we will. We actually have some juniors coming on the show soon for Florida Point Fighter Radio. I'm doing some special things for Florida since I'm in Florida, and I have some in the future some plans, right? Some plans to get juniors, and not just juniors, but regions. We're gonna have regional shows. Like, first I'm starting out with Florida. We got a lot of new things coming up with the show. We have Build Your Tournament. We got the You Be the Judge segment. We got all the polls. We got all the topics that we talk about. Like, my page is really interactive, and I want to make it a good channel and just give the exposure to the fighters and make the sport better. We got Grow Your Tournament segment. That's really new. I'm really excited about that. We have a show for that coming up soon. So thanks for supporting. Make sure you guys get the notifications on Point Fighter Live. And thanks for tuning in. All right? Thanks for tuning in. Power, baby. All right? I'm going to leave you guys alone. Leave you guys with a Point